Hello, thanks so much for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If this is your first time here, consider joining the family by clicking that subscribe button and remembering that notification bell so that you will be reminded when I upload a video. My name is Jenny, and on this channel I create budget-friendly home decor that's easy to do. So if you want to see some of my creations, keep watching. So now that the Dollar Tree has raised their prices to $125, I make sure that I check everything out to see what is worth it and what is not. And I totally think these wall shelves that my Dollar Tree recently stocked are definitely worth $125 because these shelves are definitely able to be used for other projects besides them being shelves. And what I'm going to do today is create a picture out of them. Now they do sell these in another size where you get two smaller shelves. Now in this pack you get this rope to create the floating shelf, as well as one of those little silver rings, but I'm going to put that to the side. Now it have the 4 holes, one in each corner, but I'm going to use some of the Dollar Tree plaster to cover up those holes, and I'm just using my finger to apply, and then after that dries I'm going to take my Dollar Tree sanding block to smooth everything out. I love that the wood is unfinished so that you can paint these any color that you like, and I actually think they also are really nice if you just use them as floating shelves as well. So once I got that smoothed out, I'm going to take some black chalk paint and I'm going to paint the front and the back. I did pick up a few of these shelves in both sizes and add them to my craft supplies because I believe these are definitely going to come in handy for some signs. And so now after I get that complete, for the next step you can use some letters from the Dollar Tree or some letters from Hobby Lobby or Walmart, but I used some white vinyl and I went into Cricut Design Space and I printed Farmers Market, and then I added the text open daily. And so I'm just going to use some transfer tape to transfer this text over to my sign. In today's video, I am creating some decor to style in my kitchen. For the spring, I'm going to switch the decor over to a farmer's market theme. So please be on the lookout for part 2 because I will be creating some more pieces. So once I get that added to the transfer tape, I'm just going to line it up where I want it on my sign, and then I'll go over it to make sure that everything transfers over. Once I get that complete, what I'm going to do is use my Dollar Tree sanding block to sand around the edges, and I'm also going to sand over the text a little bit just to roughen things up so it won't be so perfect. After I get that complete, to create a hanger so you can have the option to hang it, you can use some decorative rope from the Dollar Tree or any other rope you have, but I'm just going to use one of these little hanging mechanisms that already have the nails, and all you have to do is just hammer it into the back of the sign, and that is it. I absolutely love how this turned out, and I'm super excited to style my kitchen. For the next DIY, I was so excited to find these really cute jars in the Dollar Tree that has the buffalo check ribbon and some jute cord. I do have 3 of them because this is going to be really simple. I'm just going to create some jars to style. I also have these little chalkboard signs, and I'm going to be using these lids. These are just the lids for the mason jars, and I picked mine up from Target. I think you get 12 or 16 in this pack for $3.99, but you can purchase those from anywhere. So I had to remove the jute cord so that I can wash the jars out. Plus, I'm going to just string the jute cord that was on the jars through the little hole on the chalkboard signs and just wrap it right back around the rim of the jar and just tie a little basic bow. And I'm going to do that for all 3 of the jars. So instead of adding a text to the jars, I thought just writing on these little chalkboards and adding them to these jars will be more in line with the farmers market theme that I am going for. And after I get that complete, I'm just going to add a little hot glue to make sure that my boards stay in place. And I'm only adding just a dab of glue. And then now I'm going to take my Dollar Tree marker and write on the boards. And for one, I'm going to write brown sugar, and then I'm going to write seasonings and powder sugar. We use a lot of brown sugar for our oatmeal, and we use the powdered sugar for our French toast. And I decided to add a mixture of my favorite seasonings that I use on a daily basis so that it'll be easy to add them when I'm cooking. And now I just added my lids and my items, and here is my brown sugar, my powdered sugar, and I just got my seasonings all mixed up. And this is garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of salt seasoning, and some basil, and that is it. These all turned out so cute, and I am super excited to style these in the kitchen. For my next DIY in a craft section, they had this wood egg cutout, and I love this because it is unfinished on one side, and the other side it has this white color. And I have this little pig here from the Dollar Tree as well. What I'm going to do is just add a text to this egg. I'm not going to paint it. Once again, you can use some Dollar Tree letters or some other letters, but I printed farm fresh eggs using some black vinyl and my Cricut. And what I'm going to do is just transfer this over to the center. I'm just going to clip the tag off really quick, and then I'm just going to add that text right in the center of the egg. I think this is going to be cute for my theme as well as for the springtime and Easter, and you can sort of still leave this up. So after I get that transferred over, I'm going to add some of them pretty lavender pieces just down to the bottom. I'm not going to add too much. I actually can leave it just like that, but just to bring in a little flavor, I'm going to hot glue just a few pieces down. I didn't want to add too much, and if I decided to change it, I could just pull off those few pieces. And after I get all of that tacked down, that will be it for this. I didn't want to overdo this. I really just thought it would be cute for my farmers market theme when I add my decor in my kitchen. I absolutely love how it turned out. Simple but really cute. And now for my last DIY, I have this carrot cutout that was in my Dollar Tree as well. And I'm only going to be using the greenery from this floral pick. And what I'm going to do first is cut off the jute cord, and I will not be adding that back. I'm going to take some white chalk paint, and I'm going to paint this entire wood piece. I'm going to paint the front as well as the back. after I get that complete, I'm going to take that black paint that was left over on the brush from the previous DIY and just go around the edges with that color, just bringing in that farmhouse look to this sign. And I'm going to go around the top as well as the sides of this cutout. And after I get all of that complete, what I'm going to do is cut those greenery pieces off of that pick. Now I'm going to cut them all off separately because I want to hot glue them down to the top part of this carrot. I'm just going to take some hot glue and add one of the little leaves, and I'm going to do this all the way until I have the cutout at the top covered. I'm not going to have it covered all the way, just the top layer piece of the cutout, if that makes sense, leaving some of the wood still showing. And then I'm just going to continue that all the way to the end, and then after that is complete, what I'm going to do is take some jute cord and I'm going to wrap it around the greenery part of the carrot, and you'll see what I mean in a minute once I add all of these little green leaves. I'm just adding some hot glue in the back to tack down the jute cord, and then I'm going to wrap it around a few times. And then I'm just going to tack it down with some more hot glue and cut off the excess. And for this part, you can use some stickers, but I use some black vinyl, and I'm just transferring over the text, Market Fresh Produce, and that will be it for this sign. I absolutely love how it turned out, and it fit perfect with the theme that I am going for. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching my video. I hope you enjoyed today's video just as much as I did. If so, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. As always, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these were your favorite. And remember to stay tuned for part 2. I will be creating some more farmers market decor to style in my kitchen for the spring. Until next time, my friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.